everything's ramping up, and there's always something that follows that.
Yeah, we've got a list of things that we want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably at least 10 things that are on this Excel spreadsheet thing that I've got.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, this is what we need to do to try to achieve these different goals. And in the short term, we're really upgrading our tailgate storage units to make the interior box that goes inside of the tailgate to actually be a single thermoform piece of plastic instead of sheet metal. There's a few benefits to that. We can make them bigger, we can make them lighter, we can make them waterproof, we can make them dustproof.
Yeah.
So it's just benefit after benefit, but the downside is a lot of upfront cost. The tooling to have that made is extremely expensive.
For sure.
Really
is that the sort of thing that you create like a buck and then they vacuum seal the hot stuff?
Yeah, it's really impressive to watch.
Yeah.
You see it, they just pull this plastic sheet over a big heater, heat it up so it gets all soft, and then they push the mold up underneath it and vacuum it down.
Yeah.
And, you know, a part just appears out of thin air.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos where they do it with like dashes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You watch it more than once.
You do,
It's like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
because the first thing you're watching it, and then that happens. Hang on, what the fuck did I miss? Go and have another look. Yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, because that would be. I guess though, at least with that, it's got a relatively standard base platform, and you're only creating the positive mold. Because you're not compressing two things, so you don't need a positive and you don't need a male and a
That's
female.
right. Yes, you only have to have one side of the tooling and then you suck it through.
Yeah.
But still, it's one per tailgate, and we have 25 different designs. So it's still pretty expensive to do, but we think it's well worth it. In the long run.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, is that the sort of thing that would be like you would CAD that and CNC like out of whatever material can handle the heat and.
Yeah, so we're not making the tooling. That's a pretty specialist job.
Okay.
So we had an engineer from a local university come in and spend about 2.5 months with us over the summer. And he created all of those designs and got it all ready to go.
Yeah.
So we're ready to send those off to the specialist tool manufacturer now to make all those thermoform molds. So that's probably going to be over the next 6 months or so by the time we get the ball rolling on that.
Yeah.